Now that you've been introduced to the advanced Git concepts, we're going to do a short demo to teach you how to branch and merge in Git. So let's open up our terminal and let's navigate to the desktop. Once we're there, let's create a new folder called Git Test. Let's navigate into it. And we will initialize our Git repository. Once we've done that, let's create two new files. And then we'll open up Git Test in Sublime. You can drag the folder to the Sublime icon, and it'll open the folder in Sublime, and it shows you all the files on the side. So let's go ahead and add some HTML to index.html. We'll call it Git Test. We'll add a h1 tag, and inside it, let's also say Git Test. And we'll make a short paragraph tag and say, we are learning how to branch and merge branches. Awesome. So for now, we won't touch style.css, but if we run the git status command, we'll see that there are untracked files in our Git repository. So what we can do is we can say git add all. The period just says add all files that are untracked or have been changed to the staging area, and then let's commit those changes. Typically on your first commit, you'll say initial commit. Awesome. So what we can go ahead and do now is we can create a new branch. Right now we could see all of our branches by writing git branch in our terminal, and it'll show that we only have one branch, which is the master, and the star tells us that this is the current branch. In my terminal, I currently have it set up so you can see which branch you're on, and hopefully that helps you throughout the rest of this demo. So what we can do is let's create a new branch. I like to use this command, and let's call our new branch new feature. So what this command is saying is from the current branch, the master branch, make a copy branch and call it new feature, and then check out, which means make this branch the current branch. So if we run this command, we'll see that it switched our new branch to the new feature branch, and it shows it here. For yourself, you just as proof of concept, you can write git branch, and it will show you all the branches. A new branch was created, and now that branch is the current branch. So now that our branch has been created, why don't we make some changes to our files again? So in the index file, let's write another paragraph and say, we added this line in the new feature branch. And we're really excited because we're using version control with Git. So let's add some exclamation. And then let's open up our style.css file, and let's add some changes there as well. Let's give every h1 a color of blue. Awesome. So what we can do now is we can see that we can write git status, and we'll see that there are modified files in this branch. And so as always, we'll just git add all, we'll git commit -m, and we'll say added paragraph and style. Awesome. So we've committed, and if we run git status, see that there's nothing new to commit. Awesome. So what we can do now is we can see how version control works by going back to our master branch. So let's run, let me clear this out, and let's run git checkout master. So now we switch back to the master branch, and let's go back to our Sublime text. When we go back to our master, we'll see that the paragraph that we added is no longer there because it wasn't committed in our master branch, and our style.css is empty. Cool, right? So basically, if we go back to our new feature branch, and we go back to Sublime, we'll see our changes were safely stored in the new feature branch. And so basically your Git repository is keeping track of all these changes and allows you to keep different versions of your folder, your project as a whole. Awesome, right? So let's say that we've made these changes and we're really happy with all the cool changes that we've made to our project, and we want to include these changes into our master branch as part of our project. And so what we can do is we can go back to our terminal, we can go back to the master branch by running git checkout master, and then we can run the git merge command. Git merge new feature. So what this is saying is merge the new feature branch into the current branch, which is the master branch. So if we run this, you'll see something like this. And if we go back to our Sublime, we're on our master branch, and it shows us that these changes are now included in our master. Pretty awesome, huh? So the cool thing about using branches is that anytime you want to make a new feature, you need to debug something that's not working, or test something out, or make experimental changes, you can do this safely without changing what you currently have in your master in a new branch. In that way, you can save the changes, see if you like them. If you don't, you can drop them, but otherwise you can merge them back into your master. This will help you a lot as you develop and learn new things throughout the bootcamp. And it will be really handy when we start using GitHub as well. So try to keep these new things that you learn fresh and include them in some of your assignments, and have a good time. All right, that's it. Happy coding.